Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to the latest episode of this Rating FC RTG career. We're in number 8 here, and as you can see, getting straight into a training session. We've got 4 games coming up in this episode, and we're going to be kicking off really nicely into the season now. The transfer window is closed. As you can see, some of the players going up quite nice stat points there. And guys, we are doing so well at the moment this season. 6 games played, 5 wins, 1 loss, 15 points on the table, sitting top of the table at the moment, doing really well and having a great time playing in this RTG. And it's been lots of fun signing all the players we've been having. Great comments coming in from you guys about who we should be getting in, who we shouldn't be. And as you can see in this episode coming up, first of all, we've got Barnsley in the league, and then we've got Brentford in the league, and then we've got Southampton in the Cabero Cup, and then to finish it off, we've got Hull City in the league again at home to finish that one. And then the next episode, we've got Millwall and Norwich as well to come up. But guys, look at this lineup. We've got a really nice strong lineup, and the only player we're going to swap out for this game is we're just going to try Sancho on the right wing here, and everyone else is going to stay the same, keep the usual lineup. It's a pretty strong squad we've got here. We've got Sarr at the back, the new signing, who's doing really pretty well. He was 10 million, pretty much a straight swap for Liam Moore, but he has way better potential, so he'll be great for us in the future, guys. We're currently sitting top, and we're not playing against Sunderland. I don't know why it's highlighted there, but this other team we're playing against, they're not doing too bad, but we have a good chance of winning. And if we can win again, guys, like we have been, we will get another 3 points on the table to help us push forward on the table lead and get some good goals from some of our players. But guys, the first goal of this game comes in the 70th minute, and look at this, it comes to Barnsley. It took 70 minutes for the first goal to go in, and there it goes to Barnsley's number 9, Tom Bradshaw. He goes and nets it into the back of the net after a good little move from Barnsley. It's been such a tough game. It's been nothing happening for either side, and out of nowhere they put 1-3 ball straight through the heart of the defense, and a first time finish cross goal beats the goalkeeper de Klerk, and it goes into the back of the net to make it 1-0 here in this game. Very unfortunate for us. That's his first goal of the season, surprisingly, being the starting striker for this team. But guys, 82 minutes in, not long after that, we managed to grab ourselves an equalizer. The new oncoming player, Barrow, there running through, lays it in to the box to Martinez, who gets a shot away. We can't do anything with it, but Barco manages to clean it up, and look at that for a finish from Barco. He manages to take a great touch inside, keep his composure, and finish it into the back of the net on the right hand side of the goal with a very nice goal indeed. It is now 1-1 in this game, 83 minutes in, so we just managed to drag one back. If we can get another one back, we'll have to wait and see. But that is one back. That's all that matters at the moment. That's his 6th goal in the league. I think he's just gone top goal scorer in the league after that as well. Playing on the left wing for Reading in this 4-3-3. 90 minutes in, guys. Last chance here coming forward for Barnsley. Can they put it in the back of the net, or is this game going to end? We get a good tackle in there, but they're still going. Isgrove there, plays it in. Great save from the Clerk. We get it clear. And guys, this game is about to end at 1-1, but not before a final chance. And there it goes out of nowhere. We thought it was going to end 1-1. But no, Tom Bradshaw out of nowhere to start this episode off with a downer. Goes and nets his 2nd of the game. Goes and gives Barnsley a 2-1 lead. And in the 90th minute, there is literally no time remaining to get a goal. De Klerk there, very unhappy with the defense, unhappy with his attempt at the save as well. It was a great shot from him to get it away, and he got it past the goalkeeper. Guys, we end up losing this game 2-1. We thought we were going to get a draw. It was the 90th minute. There is no more time added on, and as you can see here, we're trying to push forward straight away, and we just can't do it. There goes the final whistle. I don't know if you noticed, guys, we're playing our young centre attacking mid there as well, who came on from the bench. He did pretty well. Because we ended up losing 2-1 in this first game in this episode. Quite disappointed. There's Sarr just consoling de Klerk after that disappointing performance at the back from Reading. Very annoying. We didn't win against the likes of Barnsley, but all we can do is push on and push up from here, guys. We were sitting top of the table before this game started. I'm guessing we've dropped down a position or 2 by now. We'll have to see how that goes before we get into the next game. As you can see, though, Tom Bradshaw 72, Barco 84, and Bradshaw 90 to finish that off. Here we are, guys, looking at the goal scorers after that game. Barco is top of the league goal scorers, and we've got Martinez on 5 on the assists, with Bakuna with 4 as well, both sitting top, which is really good. And on the clean sheets, we haven't actually made it in there because we are now playing de Klerk, who has to catch up on clean sheets. For the next game, guys, we have got a big game against Brentford, so we just swapped on a Luco for Sancho back in the squad. We're having a Luco back in the starting lineup, and we're going to be getting this game underway straight away here. No sitting down, no sitting back. Now that the transfer window is open, there's not a lot to do between games, and this is pretty much what I was meaning by having 4 games in that episode, guys. As you can see, we've just dropped down into second place by 1 point to Middlesbrough, and Brentford are quite far down the table, so hopefully we can get a win out of this game. I mean, we probably didn't deserve a win against Barnsley before, but we definitely should be looking to get a win in this game, that is for sure. If we can do that, we'll have to wait and see. Don't take Brentford for granted, guys, but coming forward in the first minute of the game, we go and get our first goal. Like, not even, like, literally a couple seconds. This is just off the kickoff. Bacuna there, turning on the edge, laying it to Gomez, who goes and puts it in the back of the net to make it 1-0 in this game. 2 minutes into this against Brentford, literally they kicked off, we got it back, and we went forward and scored a goal. Look at this, great play from Bacuna for his 6th assist of the season, or 5th assist of the season, and another goal for Gomez to net himself his 4th goal of the season in the championship. So he's doing really well at centre attacking mid, guys. Remember, he's 17 now, I think, just had his birthday. And guys, the next chance of the game annoyingly comes to Brentford, who have a great chance there with a 3-ball from Vibe, and they go and score it into the back of the net to make it 1-1, 9 minutes play, guys. So not doing too well in these last 2 games in terms of keeping a defensive clean sheet. We've conceded again. I don't think I'm going to blame de Klerk for any of these goals at the moment. Like, he could maybe have made a save in the last game, but that kind of goal here is just a defensive error. Sessegnon not in the right position. The defense weren't able to get a tackle in on Vibe, and it just happened to break through in a very tricky attack to stop. But guys, the 3rd goal of the game comes in the 78th minute, and it comes to Reading. As you can see, making our way forward here into space, where Martinez tries to let it short but doesn't quite get it. Manages to chip it to the back post to Barrow, who just gets it away and gets the rebound in the back of the net. Mildew Barrow goes and scores his 1st goal in the championship, I believe, to make it 2-1 in this game with 10 minutes remaining. Just coming on as a substitute, doing really well, and he goes and gets a goal, which is really good to see from him. And guys, as you can see, the Brentford fans not happy with that one at all. They thought they were going to get a draw out of this game. We managed to chip a very nice assist from Martinez. I don't think it actually counts as an assist because it hits the post, but Barrow goes and puts in the back of the net to make it 2-1 in this game for his 1st goal, like I said, in the championship. So I actually started him in this game with the hope. I think I brought him on as a sub, and I might be starting him in the next game after he had a really good performance here against Brentford. And as you can see here, there goes the final whistle, and this game ended 2-1. So we did grab the 3 points out of this one, which is lucky for us. And very well played from Reading. It was only 2-1, so we could have done better, but it was what we needed for now. We're having a bit of a funny moment at the moment, I reckon, because we haven't been doing too well in these recent 2 games, but hopefully we can push on and do better in the next 2 games in this episode. I think coming up next, we've got the Southampton game in the Carabao Cup, which is going to be a big one. If we can do that, they're a Premier League side. The likes of Shane Long playing against his former club Reading will be happening as well. But just before we do that, we're going to check out a few things before we get into that game. As you can see there, the final score is 2-1 to Reading, so 3 points on the table for us. And as you can see here, guys, getting into the next training session of the week, and we've got de Klerk, Barco, Gomez, and a few other cool players like Martinez as well, and Sarr getting some training in there. No one's really going up that many stat points at the moment, but every time they play well on the pitch, they seem to go up anyway, and I know they have a lot of potential, and it is just the start of the season. But as you can see, guys, the next game coming up in this episode is the Southampton game away from home at St Mary's in the Carabao Cup, and then we got that game against Hull City to play as well to finish the episode off. As you can see from the lineup here, I didn't want to change. I know they were kind of half knackered, half kind of out of it, but I didn't want to change too much because it's Southampton and it's a big side. The only one was, like I said, I brought Barrow on in the starting position because he played well in the last game, and I thought I'd give him a chance in the cup. He played well in the cup in the first round, if you remember back to that one. I think we had Brentford in that game where we ended up drawing 1-1, and he scored in that game. So he's looking for his 2nd goal in the cup if he can. But guys, it is Southampton. They are a pretty big club. The likes of Shane Long there used to play for Reading. Guys, the 1st goal of this game comes in the 36th minute, and guess who it comes to? The man who we've subbed on, or who we've brought on in place of Aluko to see if he can get a good start. And guys, there he goes, Barrow with a very, very nice goal indeed, top left-hand corner, and another assist for Martinez, I think, as well. He is just getting us because he's got the overlapping wingers on him, he just has to turn and pass and he gets an assist. He's definitely probably going to be top assister, I reckon, this season. Him or Bakuna doing very well. As you can see there, Barrow gets his second goal in the Carabao Cup, first goal in this game, and what a way to start this one off in the first half with a goal from Barrow. The second chance of the game though comes to Reading again, getting through Martinez there, getting taken out for a penalty kick to Reading, guys, and we are actually starting that young centre attacking mid. I'm going to try and say his name, Plativois, I'm going to call him for now, unless you know how to pronounce it, tell me otherwise. But guys, he goes and nets the second goal of the game here on his one, I think his professional debut starting appearance. He's come on as a sub a few times but hasn't really had a start, and here is his first start in the Carabao Cup against Southampton, and he goes and nets himself a penalty. I thought I'd let him take it just for a bit of fun, so he goes and gets that goal to make it 2-0 in this game from the penalty spot. He is only 47 rated at the moment. I have plans for him depending on his progression through with us. He may become one of the best players at the club. He has got, I think, 4-star skills. I'm not quite sure. I can't remember. We'll have to go check that out later on. But guys, he's on the ball once again, coming forward, 66 minutes in. Another chance for Reading. Barrow now coming forward to make it 3-0 in this game to Reading. Look at this. Barrow takes a shot all on his own, goes and nets it in again. And this guy is on absolutely stunning form. I know one of you suggested in the comments that we should be starting him in front of Aluko. That is now going to be happening for the foreseeable future because he is playing so well. We may be subbing Aluko on the left wing instead of Barco every now and again, or on for Barrow later on, but at the moment Barrow is playing in great form, so he's going to be starting, I think, in the next episode as well, and maybe in the Hull City game at the end of this episode. But he's going to make it 3-0 here, guys. Can you believe it? 3-0 up against Southampton, the Premier League club, even though they're playing a full strength side. And we've gone and put ourselves through to the next round of the Cup. But just before it finishes, guys, a chance in the 74th minute comes for Southampton. It comes through for Gabbiadini, and he goes and puts it in the back of the net to make it 3-1 on the score. So they're trying to edge something back, but I think it's too little too late. That was kind of a one-off chance for them to score, and they did manage to put it away. He just came on as a substitute. So they've gone and got themselves one goal back to make it 3-1 at the moment. Nice little through ball there, and a great finish on the first time touch from him. Unlucky for de Klerk, unable to save that one. But guys, a easy 3-1 lead still at the moment with only 10 minutes remaining, or 15 minutes remaining. We go and get ourselves a fourth goal. That's right, 85 minutes in, a fourth goal against Southampton. And here it comes now. Look at this, Aluko coming into the right wing, laying it there to Martinez, takes the shot, gets blocked. Sancho takes the shot, and for some reason I'm celebrating with Martinez, even though Sancho had the shot, but it goes in as an own goal from the goalkeeper, which he didn't tell me till afterwards. So that was an own goal because the shot wasn't aimed at the goal, it was aimed at the keeper, and he managed to push it in. So we've gone 4-1 up, guys. As you can see, this game is about to finish. 90 minutes in, the header goes past the goal there, goes the full-time whistle, and we're going to be finishing this game off with a 4-1 win. Played very well indeed, got some very nice goals, 2 from Barrow and that own goal as well, and another really nice goal. So it's been pretty good in this game in the Cup. We're progressing on. I'm not sure which round is next, I can't quite remember, but we'll see in the next episode as it comes up. 3 shots for Barrow, 2 goals. He played really well, and we're going to be heading into the last game of this episode next, guys, against Hull City. That's going to be a big game because they are very good. They are a very good side, and they're going to be looking for a big win. So hopefully we can hold them off, or at least get some goals against them. That'll be really nice. As you can see from the table, they're sitting down in 9th. We're in first place again with 18 points, tied top with Wolves now with a better goal difference, 6 wins, 2 losses on the table. And we're going to be looking at the new lineup for the next game against Hull. And as you can see, we're not changing much again. I'm keeping Barrow on. I'm going to take Plativois off, and I'm going to be putting Gomez on at center attacking mid. And because, yeah, like I said before, if you know his name, like I don't know how to pronounce it. From what I'm looking at, I'm going to call him Plativois, if I can keep remembering that. But if you know how to pronounce his name, then spell it out in the comments for me so I can get it right, or how you think it might be, and I'll see if that makes sense. But guys, getting into the last game of this episode at home to Hull City, can we get a win here to stay top of the table, or are we going to fall at this hurdle? Because it's pretty big. It's Hull City. They're not a bad team whatsoever, and I'm sure they're going to do well. They've just come down from the Premier League, I believe. But we have got some very, very good players in the squad, the likes of Barco, Martinez, Barrow, so many great players, Gomez as well. There's just too many players to name. We've almost replaced the whole lineup. I'm not going to lie, it's not the Reading squad, I know, that's for sure. It's just the team name for me. But guys, the first goal of this game ends up coming to Hull City. Siki comes in there with a cross at the back post, and a great header from Campbell in the 57th minute. Fraser Campbell with the opening goal in this game in the second half goes and nets it for Hull, making it 1-0 on the scoreline. 57 minutes played. was only about 30 minutes left to get a goal back for Reading. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it. They have been playing, like, you haven't seen it, but they've been playing so well. That's the first goal. They should have probably scored before, but they didn't. They've been playing really well, and that is a great way to score the goal. And de Klerk unable to get a save on that one. That's Fraser Campbell, who just came on his first goal of the season. And guys, the next highlight, the next goal in this episode, luckily comes to Reading. Look at this chance here. Reading pushing their way forward now down the left wing. Barco on the ball, cuts inside here. Who's he going to lay it off to? Is he going to take it on? Lays it off there to Martinez, with the shot just bounces over and the keeper punches it in. And guys, we've got an equalize here with Martinez in the 78th minute. He is playing so well. I mean, you don't see that many goals from him at the moment. I mean, he just scored then. He scored a few every now and again, but he has got so many assists. He's actually playing surprisingly better than a lot of you might think. He's definitely a star striker at the moment, and that's the reason he's starting over Brereton. He's just getting assist after assist after goal after goal. He got player of the month, as you saw. That's his 4th goal of the season, and he's doing really well. I'm actually really liking him up front, so he's got very great potential. So we're going to see how he goes later on in the season, guys. But like 90 minutes in, the final touches of the game, a clearance here from Hull City, as this game actually ends up finishing at 1-1, annoyingly for us. And as you can see, the last chance to get forward, we're pushing forward, but the poor through ball there doesn't lead to anything, and they get it clear, and the full-time whistle goes in this game. We drew against Hull City 1-1, so we were top of the table. We'll have to see in the next episode where we stand now, but that's it for this one. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please give us a like, share, and subscribe if you want to see more of this series. And guys, we've got plenty more games coming in the next couple of episodes, probably 4 per episode depending on transfers and other things like that. But that's going to be it for now. Please, again, hit a like, hit share, subscribe. Thank you all for your support. Gaining subs like crazy. Road to 1k is on the way. We're at 800 now, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Peace out.